guys, welcome back to my channel. No, I'm still not feeling well, so that would be the reason for the lighting. And no, my hair's not done, but this natural curl is cute no matter what I do with it. So, like it, love it, hate it, talk about it, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Queen of, I don't give a fuck. Today's topic is Talk About It Tuesday. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about change. Change is not easy. It requires a lot of difficulty, a lot of perseverance, a lot of patience, a lot of willpower. But as I've been saying, and I'm trying to kind of stick with the theme, in order to change anything, you have to change your mindset. You got to change your perception. You got to change your thinking process. You got to change your planning process. You got to change your execution process. You have to change the whole thing to get a result. Because you can't go with half-ass change. You're only going to get half-assed unsuccessful results. So, when we talk about changing as a person, I've heard it in church and I had to experience it in my life. I'm not saying I'm a cat, but I've had to do it a few times. Sometimes the identity of who you are in this chapter has to die, so the person who you're going to be in the next chapter can be born and grow. So when we talk about leaving all our burdens on the altar or leaving the past behind, that's what those things mean. You are no longer that person in that scene, in that mindset, and with those behaviors. Everything's different. But you got to have your mind made up that whatever you're doing now is no longer serving you any purpose, so you have no reason for it to be. Then you have to think about where you're going. What's the change you're trying to make? What is that going to require out of you? How bad is that the route that you want to go? Are you willing to do what it takes to go that route? And start making those changes. But again, it has to start in your mindset. You got to tell yourself, I'm not her, I'm not him no more. This is who I am now, walking forward, walking into my purpose. Because there's no space for that type of stuff over here. People using me, people talking about me lying, and all of those things that don't have any benefit to the road ahead. Change is not going to be comfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable. If it was going to be comfortable, then it would be easy. But the discomfort comes in breaking away from such bad habits, from such toxic normalcy. To be better, to be healed, it's a difficulty. It is a difficulty to separate yourself from who you used to be and be who you want to be moving forward. Because only you changing your mindset and your behaviors, being what you're moving forward, is the only way to ensure the manifestation of becoming such and having such of a life. And different stages of life, you're going to change. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm not a cat with 9 lives, but when it's time to change, that version of me has to die, so the next version of me can be born. Changing your mind to get in alignment with your spirit is the only way to ensure manifestation, because manifesting is believing. Don't just say, I want to have it. Say, I'm going to have it. Because when you put your mind on what you're going to do, you already know what you got to do. And you're going to make sure you do what you got to do to get where you're trying to go, right? Yeah, that's how that works. But you have You have to let that version of yourself die. If you're still having fun or you find too much comfort in the way things are, then you're not ready. You're not ready to go to the next step. But if you were so desperate to move out of that sunken place, if you were so desperate to rise to that next level, you got to be willing to sacrifice this version of yourself. Start walking and looking like and talking like and dressing like the person that you want to be. And before you know it, you'll have that person. That person will be a reality, the life that you wanted. Being that person will be a reality. Faith without works is dead. So if you're just going to sit there and talk about, I wish I had, I wish I had, I wish I could have, I want to do this, I want to do that. How bad do you want to do it? How bad do you wish for it? That you're willing to get up off your behind and do what it takes and meet God halfway. And when you get to the point that you've done all you can do, trust God to do the rest. Come on. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all. I love you. I got to lay down and get me some rest. I'm not feeling well. Tomorrow is W's Wednesday. So we will see. You know, W's is the who, what, when, where, and why questions. So I will check my comments and my inboxes to see what W questions you all have for me to talk about tomorrow. And I will see you all then. Till then, be safe. Good night. I love you.